Hey there, folks. Well, today I'm going to do the health update, which, in case you're a little slow on the uptake, it means I'm probably going to be talking about some things that are kind of gross. I'll try and be relatively circumspect about them. So, went to wound care today. Those of you who don't know, I have wounds on my feet for my diabetes, and they have to have their bandages changed twice a week. And when I went in there, I was mildly surprised that my nurse, who's a guy I've seen many times, had already looked up my file and knew about my catheter that got put in last Tuesday, rather traumatically. And so he was asking me questions about that, and he seemed to be a bit concerned about the fact that I plan to take the thing out myself. So now I'm a bit concerned about the fact that I plan to take the thing out myself. I'm thinking, if he's nervous, maybe I should be nervous? Because, I mean, I'd planned on taking it out myself. The nurse at the hospital told me how to do it. You just have to use an empty syringe to draw the fluid out of the... Well, basically what holds a catheter in is a little balloon that inflates, that gets inflated with saline, saline solution, and to take it out again, you definitely have to deflate the balloon, otherwise you will do massive damage to yourself in a very intimate place. So, anyhow, now that the nurse seemed very nervous about this idea, I'm thinking maybe I should go to wound care and get them to do it for me. That's the thing, though, is that getting someone else to do it is going to involve probably a very long wait, because take my catheter out does not exactly have a high triage value. So it's going to basically have to wait until the nurses have nothing better to do, and that could take a really long time. So that's another factor in whether or not I try and take the damn thing out myself. I was going to take it out tomorrow, and I probably still will, but you never know, I might just lose all nerve and make someone else do it. And this is where things will start to get a little bit gross. It's finally just urine going into my leg bag here. Because I was bleeding for since Tuesday, so 3 days. And I was starting to get really worried. I was actually planning on maybe going to the ER today, or at least calling them and asking them if I should, come in, seeing as it hadn't stopped bleeding yet, and they told me it would stop bleeding soon. But it has finally stopped bleeding. Thank God. I was starting to worry about how much blood I was losing. So the doctor that said, the bleeding is probably just from the somewhat rough insertion of the catheter. He was right. It did eventually just stop bleeding on its own. I was worried that I had another prostate infection, because I've had 2 prostate infections before. Both of them involved me, peeing blood, which is alarming. And so I was worried that's what it was this time, that it somehow, the catheterization had created an opportunity for a prostate infection. That does not appear to be the case. So, to sum up, let's see, the bandages on my feet are fresh, as they should be on a Friday, and I'm peeing just pee now, which is fantastic, and somehow this catheter is going to come out of me, either by my own hand, or I'm going to make someone at wound care do it. You never know with me. I run hot and cold when it comes to courage. One moment I'm terror stricken, I'm like a scared little mouse. The next minute, it inverts and I go, you know what? Fuck it. And I just do the thing. So, at this point, your guess is as good as mine. Wow, things went dark there for a second. Anyway. Well, I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you... That was unpleasant. I started sounding like RFK Jr. there. Would it be weird if his voice is actually normal? He just never clears his throat? Anyway. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.